We are going to see if we can do this again. I have not done this in a long, long time. So let's see if this will show up on my Instagram. And it will. We are officially live. Okay, that's really what I wanted because I wanted live on YouTube, live. I wanted live on all the things, right? And to do this easier. So let me pull up my chat window so then if you guys chat, um, I can see you. So there's my live stream chat. Let me type in here and it should go out to all of you. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about health freedom. This is weird because usually when I'm on TikTok or Instagram, I can see exactly who's on here, and I'm on Instagram. I don't want to close this window. So I'm going to open a new window to see if I'm actually here. What am I talking about today? We were talking about health freedom. And I've been exploring this week because I should probably use my other camera. It's all good. It's all good. Nobody here cares. But what health freedom actually is depends. Like it depends. My kid hates that answer when I say it depends. And hold on, this has one new chat message. Oh no, I don't want backstage. I want everybody. Okay, it was for me. Okay, whatever. Thanks, Riverside. Anyhow, send me your messages. Send me your messages. I usually get way more engagement on TikTok, but we can't TikTok stream on here because I'm not special. I'm special, all right. But I've had a ton of people ask me, we've been talking about what is health freedom? You know, the two kind of opposite examples that I can give is for me, health freedom was going out running 2 miles this morning. For my grandma, before she passed away, it would have been being able to walk to the door, would have been able to not sleep in a recliner, would have been being able to stand up and not fall down. I mean, really, that's it. Because that's really, that's how it ended for her, which was really disheartening for me. I'm trying to see if this is actually live on Instagram or not. I don't know. I'm just going to hit go live here and see what happens because I really want this to be on Instagram. So this whole thing will be on YouTube. But my biggest thing, there we go. Okay, I got it. Okay, we were not officially live on Instagram. Imagine that. I haven't done this Riverside thing in a long, long time. I mean, I'd use it for podcasts, but I haven't done it as the multi-system live here for a long time. So, okay, yes, now I got my people. Now we're on Instagram. Thank you guys for coming. I usually get like zero engagement on Instagram, so already we're rocking it. I'm so excited. Thanks, Donnie. Yeah, I'm like TikTok will have 40, 50 people there. Instagram, I'm like, yoo-hoo, anyone out there? So, but today what I want to talk about is health freedom. I've been really, really excited about the direction our practice is going. If you don't know me, I am Dr. Mo, and I run a practice called Active Medical Solutions, AMS Lifestyle Medicine. If you want to come check us out, we are nationwide. It's amslifestylemedicine.com. We're not in Canada. Kind of a big bar. My coaching is anywhere, but my company and the medical practice is only in the U.S. So, but we are nationwide. We have an amazing team behind me, so that's pretty exciting. And I'm just super excited. Yes. Thanks, Susan. It's funny because I go live on TikTok Tuesdays at 2. Seriously, that cheesy. But it is. It's TikTok Tuesdays at 2. We were doing it in the morning at 10. I'm telling you, nobody showed up. Not in the morning. So afternoons seem to be better. My goal is not goal. I don't have goals. I have plans, right? We're going live every Tuesday, but I'm going to do it from TikTok. I can't stream on here though. Like I can't multi-stream. I used to actually do it. You guys are going to see this. You're going to see behind the curtain. I used to actually stream from my phone held here on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. I probably still should do that. Why am I not? Because I'm not smart. I don't know. Yes, we have plans and we have expectations after yesterday. We don't have goals. We expect these things. So, all right, while I'm doing this, I'm going to set up TikTok because why am I not maximizing, right? Why are we not maximizing? I was listening to a Gary Vee thing this morning. This is not health freedom. It kind of is, I guess. Health, time, and income freedom. It's really it's a Venn diagram, to be honest. Health, though, for me is the biggest, right? Because I did not make this up, but if you don't have your health, you have nine. If you have your health, you have 99 problems. If you don't have your health, you have one. So that's why really we talk about health freedom. So all right, let's go to the TikTok. Let's go to the TikTok. I'm in danger of getting nixed from TikTok. Here's a funny story for you. I got a um, I got a violation on the TikTok. I say that because I'm old, right? For producing an AI video. I'm like, it's me. Like, you think I'd have these wrinkles if I was AI? Come on, guys. Let's be serious. All right, let's go live. Oh, check this out. I already have what is health freedom. So, hey, we're just going to go live. We're going to do the things. So now I'm live on TikTok. Now we're live in the rest of the places. I used to do this. I used to do this with my team. Team used to hop on and do this with me. Hi, Zippy the Cat 3. Thanks for coming on. That's pretty amazing. That makes my day right there. Yeah, so literally, I'll show you guys. Ready? Ready? The infinite loop of TikTok. This is my phone sitting next to me. So if I look away this way, it's not because I'm ignoring you guys. It's because I'm actually talking to the people over on TikTok as well, which means I got to pay attention to two chat things. I don't have to call you out, Zippy, but I'm happy you're here. Thank you. Appreciate it. And this, yeah, there is a delay. There is a delay. So, yeah, I do go. So I'm gonna do this. We're gonna do the TikTok thing. We're gonna do the TikTok thing too. And I'm not getting a. I'm also live on Facebook. I didn't know I could go live on Twitter. Who knew, right? I don't know. I don't know if it actually went through, but I did the streaming key for it. Twitter X. I'm old. Yes, yes. It's funny. If I did Tuesdays at 2 and then Thursdays at 2, I'm sure it would increase engagement. And because I talk about it all the time. And when I'm on TikTok, it's usually if I just sat down, and I sit down when I'm on TikTok too. So I just need to actually sit down like I'm doing here in my little studio and just do the things. I watched an episode of Tea with Gary Vee this morning, which is where I was hearing that it's not or, it's and. I need to get the message out, right? The message is, if you have trouble with health freedom, I can help. There are two ways to shut down your food noise. One, clean eating consistently, right? Two, GLP-1s. Really, that's it. Like, it ain't that complicated. I did a video this morning. My next long form YouTube video that comes out is going to be really about that, because food noise is a bitch. I mean, let's be honest. It's hard. I battled it for over 45 years. I just didn't know what it was. None of us knew what it was. I also don't have coffee right now, so I might have to get up and get some coffee. But you guys can watch when but shoot, I'm walking away from my microphone, so that might not work. Yes, I have a coffee maker upstairs in here. So I have priorities. I have priorities. So, but that's really it. There are two ways to calm down your food noise, to calm down your inflammation, to actually be sane around food, not live a life run by food, because the basis of your health freedom is really your mental health freedom. So, you want to come in? Are you seriously shoving my voice underneath my? Yes, we are. It's like cat paws underneath the bathroom door. Same thing. Um, so yeah, so I could not achieve health freedom and not live a life run by food with all of the diet attempts I ever had for many, many years. This is why I do what I do. Now, there are people who can. There are people who don't need a GLP-1, and I use air quotes because a lot of us have unknown fatty liver disease. We haven't tested our labs, so we don't even know that our LDL is skyrocketed. I knew mine was high. I just said, no, I can get it under control with diet and exercise. 7 Ironmans later, my LDL is still 180 and I'm diagnosed with cardiovascular disease. Actually, it was 9 attempts, so it was, 7 finishes. So, when you look at that, yes, I mean, but seriously, I mean, Susan, this is like, people don't see it. We see the Ozempic, the Ozempic media. It's like, I should have a box in here, an actual soapbox in here so I can stand on it. But the Ozempic media really just torpedoed everything. It's a metabolic reversal, right? We live in a food playground. We absolutely live in a food playground. Oh, I know what I can get. Give me 2 seconds. It'll take me less time than coffee. But I'm still here. But I forgot. I had my stash of fizzy water in here. I'm like, I have nothing to drink for this live. This is not a good idea, but I do have my stash of fizzy water. Today, our flavor is passion fruit. I don't really care. It's fizzy water and it's fun. So, and please do not tell me about carbonation, leaching calcium from my bones, please. Big rocks. That's actually what my long form video was on today. It's all about the big rocks, guys. So because somebody, I saw a comment somewhere, but what about seed oils? Oh my God, if that's the unhealthiest thing in your diet, okay. Like I had bigger fish to fry, aka cookie dough from the fridge, right? I mean, it's not the seed oils. It's not touching my receipts. It's not like big rocks, people, big rocks first. People are like, oh, I don't ever touch my receipts. Yeah, but you also sleep 4 hours a night, so you're shoot yourself in the foot. That's going to get me kicked off of TikTok. So if I go away really fast, it's because I said that word. I have to be super, super, super careful. So 2 things. If you are liking what I'm throwing down, do me a favor, like and share the live, okay? Especially on Instagram because, I just accepted this guy's thing and I didn't mean to do that. So, hey, I don't know if this is going to be spammy or not, so we'll see. I'm going to go with we're not doing anything. I did not mean to do that, so hold on 1 second. Ooh, I totally hit the wrong button. Oh, yeah. Direction was 6 minutes for the live. Let's go live again and not hit the wrong button. Okay. So especially on Instagram, because my goal is to get 10 times the number of patients I have in my practice, AMS Lifestyle Medicine, into my ecosystem and give information away for free. So for every 1 patient that pays us for things, I'd like to give it away. Not the medical care, that's different. I'm not your doctor out here. Even if I am your doctor, I'm not your doctor on here. We're shooting the shit on social media, okay? So if you like my content, please like it and share it because we're trying to 10x this in the next, well, I'm not going to say, we're just 10xing this. Do I think, oh, that's a hell of a question. Tim Ryan, you are amazing. So do I think Ozempic creates unhealthy lifestyles by depending on it for weight loss? I'll speak for myself because I can't speak for everyone, but no, is my short answer. But I'll tell you why. I am a certified sports nutritionist, triathlon coach for 10 years. It is a tool. Yep. I'm a tool. Anybody else watch Scrubs? Anyway, so I was never able to, and you can call it a moral failure. I mean, I was in 12-step groups, still am, for over 20 years, certified sports nutritionist. I was a certified athletic trainer for 26 years. I'm a physician, board certified in obesity medicine, emergency medicine, passion for nutrition and prevention, personal professional wellness for over 30 years, life coach. I know everything to do. I know broccoli is healthier than brownies. So why couldn't I do it, right? Because I don't have enough willpower. I've done 7 Ironmans, multiple marathons. Let's see, where's the medal from the last? That's my last half. So I'm persistent as heck. Okay. If you know me, you know this. I couldn't solve it. I couldn't do it. I couldn't sustain it. The only time in my life that I did sustain weight loss for about 2 to 3 years consistently, I actually look back at pictures and I had cortisol face. I was puffy because it was struggle. It was a ton of struggle. So then I took this medicine, right? July 4th, 2022. And there's Darnell. And I took this medicine in 2022. Literally within 6 hours, I was like, my brain is quiet. What the hell is going on? It felt very different. It's not about the weight loss because I felt different before I lost an ounce. And that's the key. So yes, it's a tool for weight loss, but for me, it is mental freedom and health freedom. I mean, my LDL just on tirzepatide alone went from 180 to 120. I know we've got different LDL particles and we can dig in. Big rocks, people, big rocks. Bad cholesterol, good cholesterol. Let's at least I get it. There are nuances, but let's not get into the weeds. So my LDL went from 180 to 120 on tirzepatide in the first year and a half I was on it. I'm also on Zetia now because I was found out that I did have cardiovascular disease. So then the Zetia brought it down to 75 or so, which is the lowest it's been since I've ever measured it, since early 2010s, 2014, 2015. I think I probably had it before that, but it's been 180 as long as I can remember. Come to find out, I asked my mom, what's your LDL? She's like, 180. I'm like, for real? So funny that. Now my aunt has very, very high cholesterol. So I don't have, I guess, all that genetic crap, but I do have some. But what we don't have in my family is heart disease. So that is earned. That is stress. That is other crappy habits over the years. Um, so no, depending on, so I mean, I depend on my car to get to the store. I don't walk barefoot. I use shoes, right? Um, I use a lot of tools. I use a lot of tools in my life. I mean, I don't, I don't cut myself and write in blood, right? Oh, I hope that's not going to get flagged on TikTok because sometimes I'll get flagged. I use pens. I actually use a computer, right? I use a computer to reach people. I use social media because it's how I mean I want to spread the message. So it is a tool, and I couldn't do it without it. And then I realized a whole bunch of months later, which pissed me off that it even took so long for me to realize that if a chemical could solve this problem that I'd worked on for literally 45 years, maybe it's not willpower, maybe it's a chemical, maybe that's not the issue, right? I don't know. I don't know. So all I know is what I feel like on tirzepatide versus what I feel like off of tirzepatide, or my dose is too low. So that's kind of the difference. I know what I feel like on it. I was not able to achieve those things before. So yeah, no, I depend on a lot of things. You know, I depend on like I like hot water in my shower. I like when I flip the switch, the electricity comes on. That's my favorite. One of my favorites. But yeah, I'm being snarky, but I'm not, because if we look at all of the tools we use, I like using my oven. I don't cook over a wood stove. Oh, you can't use the gas grill outside. You got to use, I don't know, rubbing two sticks together. I use matches. I use a lot of technological advances to make my life better. So I'm on Zetia. If you want to go through the meds that I do take aspirin because I have cardiovascular disease. And if I got a lesion there, it means I probably got lesions elsewhere. I take creatine. I take creatine for both muscle preservation because I'm an old lady. Not really, but I'd like to say that. I don't believe I'm old. I'm 51. I still got a lot of stuff to do. But I take creatine. I take Zetia. I take omeprazole because I have a long binging history, so I have wicked heartburn. No damage from that though. So I had a scope last year, so that was great. Good news. Aspirin, Zetia. I take phosphatidylserine because it makes me a slightly nicer person. I do take NAD 3 times a week, injectable as well. I did not realize how crappy, how much NAD declines with age. I had no idea. So when I learned about that, I was like, nope, this is what we're doing. So it declines with age. I love this. It's chronic stress. I worked in emergency medicine nights for 15 years. Physical stress, like short sleep, which although I did sleep quite well, that's how I could hold that career for that long. Although I mitigated my habits pretty well, it was still 15 years of nights, guys. Like, no matter how I slice it, it upsets me, but it is what it is. And it hurt me. It absolutely hurt me. So my live quality on Instagram is kind of shitty. So sorry. I actually made it 720 instead of 1080 in the hopes that it would be better, but I'm pixelated as hell. So sorry. I don't know what to tell you. It doesn't show me live on Instagram though. I mean, I'm live on Instagram, but it doesn't show me like live on the home screen. Is that because I'm me? I don't know. I don't know, guys. This is me. Normally, if I go live on Instagram, I'm like, from my phone. So, Jamie's over on the TikTok. I'm glitching bad. So maybe it's my internet. Maybe my kid is mining Bitcoin and I'm going to be able to chill out and not work. Just kidding. I would still work. I would still do exactly what I do right now if I didn't earn any money, or if I didn't need to earn money, right? I mean, I would do something else because I do need to earn money. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to. I could probably switch my phone to 5G, but I can't do that on Riverside. So yeah, the TikTok is on Wi-Fi. Well, they're both on Wi-Fi, but one's going through Riverside. Instagram's going through Riverside. So anyway, that's 2 cents. That's where we're sitting. Um, yeah, stop binging when stressed. I've lost 60 plus pounds numerous times. It makes it easier. It really does. And yeah, the lifting thing. So I started lifting this week. Again, this is not medical advice, guys. If you want medical advice, go to amslifestylemed.com. I can probably put it in the chat here, and it won't lifestyle, but just put these together because I don't know if it'll get blocked on platforms. But if you do want to go to my practice and see what we do weight management, we do urgent care, we do lifestyle medicine, we do men's performance, we do, oh, hey, sorry, I'm just being snarky to the snarkies. It's all good. Thanks for the engagement. I appreciate it. So, but if you want to check out our practice, we have men's performance. We do testosterone replacement therapy in Texas and Florida. We do Shemarelin, other men's peptides that will enhance your own testosterone production, CJC, ipamorelin. And like I said, NAD, we will prescribe that nationwide. So, oh, Wendy, how are you? And you're right up the road. And I have not talked to you in way too freaking long. Way too long, for sure. Yeah, you can head over there. Just remember, this is not medical advice. This is me hanging out on the internet. So, yeah, it is definitely a tool. I actually talked this morning about intermittent fasting, and because what I consider intermittent fasting is shortening my eating window. So over 50% of my day is not involved with food because I sent so many. If you're gonna spam me, you're getting reported. Okay, you're getting reported. So bullying, suicide, nope, nothing like that. Oh shoot, that's gonna get me flagged on TikTok for even reading that out loud. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. Man. All right. So it won't work. Okay. It's Instagram's being weird, but I don't know if I'm still live on Instagram because now I can't get to the chat. Anyway. There we go. Now we're coming through. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. I don't know. I can't. So now I can't get to the chat comments on Instagram, which is really annoying. Oh, there we go. Now I got it back. Hold on. Hold on. I gotta mute my Instagram. Let me know if you guys can still hear me on Instagram. Still on Insta. Okay, awesome. Thank you. I had to get rid of this. I should just have somebody else report them. I don't have time for that. I don't know how Dan. I don't know how Dan handles the haters. But let me know if you guys can still hear me on Instagram because that's awesome. Okay, back to what I was saying. I like living a life not run by food, right? So hold on, I gotta mute that. I don't know why it's not letting me actually mute Instagram. Looking for a second career in DVM. Super amazing. So you could pivot to something in this space. It's funny you mention that. So, oh, thank you very much. Thank you for reporting them. I appreciate it. Thanks for having my back. So, okay, you can hear me good because I muted myself, but I'm like, if you guys see, I got a microphone, I got all kinds of crap going on. So, um, you absolutely can pivot. So I have a veterinary friend. I wish she was on here with me because I would bring her on live. She has been in the fitness space. She's a triathlete with me. She's one of my training partners. She's the best training partner ever. I just don't show up. Yeah, she's like waiting for me. Come on, can you keep going? Anyhow, my whole point is she owned a cat vet practice for 30 something years. She still does work there a little bit, sold the practice, but now she's pivoting into more of her consulting side as a vet. But the important thing is she actually took a health coaching course because she wants to help veterinary practices have more longevity, keep their staff fitter. Or because I mean, we all know, we all we all know. Um, hold on, why is it telling me I have new things on the chat? I don't know. I can't see them. I'm watching the Instagram chat. It's the only one I can see. Um, so you and That's what it's about. It's about stop trading time, start creating freedom, and shape what's next. So you can do whatever you want. And that's exactly who this book is for. I call us the dangerously overeducated because we feel like we get pigeonholed into this. I call it boxed in by the frame around your diploma. We feel like we can't do anything else because we're just so boxed in, right? We just feel like there's nothing else available, for example. The world is your oyster. Anything you want to do is available. So now the words that you started that sentence with, the company that bought your practice put GLP-1s on their formulary. Nobody's putting GLP-1s on their formulary. They're too expensive. You'd be better off having so you could start a practice, for example, with healthcare navigation, right? This is part of what my practice does as well, where it's literally health coaching. You're a patient advocate. You come in and not a patient advocate. That's like that was hospital words right there. So if you don't know me, I was raised in emergency medicine, right? Yeah, I know, right? No one's putting that shit out there. But look at this. So, say for example, you know how to get people healthier, right? You know that they need options for medications. You're not going to prescribe them, or well, um, I know a dentist who actually runs a telehealth practice, contracts out with doctors and nurse practitioners with care, right? But yes, the veterinary medicine profession is forgotten almost, right? I feel like we're for like they're marginalized. I hate the word. I hate the word. Um, and I use that word HATE, which will also get me knocked off of TikTok. I need to like learn to censor myself. Point is, because otherwise they're going to censor me for me. But you could even do like a group, right? Where you start getting your voice out there and you're gonna help people navigate the healthcare system because you know GLP-1s are expensive. You know health habits matter. You know, by calling yourself a health coach, whatever you wanna call yourself, I don't care. I mean, I have like 16 different titles. Who I am is Dr. Mo. It's the reason I do that because I am who I am with I have a whole bunch of knowledge behind me, but what I really am most emphatically is a life coach. Is I lure people in with medicine, I'm gonna coach them to death. So, I mean, you can walk people through the, well, do I really need so like the question from earlier, right? From Tim. Do we think it's bad to rely on Ozempic? N no. I mean, I don't know. Like, is it better than like, do you just stay unhealthy? Like, I don't know. If you think about it this way, if it's gonna reduce 13 obesity-related cancers, it's actually 14 now, but whatever. If it's gonna reduce the incidence of 14 cancers, do we wanna be noble? It's like being married, right? Do you wanna be right or do you wanna be married? Do I wanna be healthy or do I wanna do it the right way? What is the right way? I mean, I have clothes on, thank God for everyone on here, right? I have shoes on. I wear tools. I have tools. I'm drinking out of a can. Like, people package this for me. Thank you very much because, yes, I have a soda stream downstairs, but, I took the easy way. I took the easy way and actually went with a can. Sorry, Jordan, I didn't tell you I was live. Um, yes, and the cardiovascular effects, right? So, I actually talked about this yesterday, day before on a live. I don't know. P.S. By the way, one of the things that I want to forget, I will not forget this comment, but I know, how dare I? Um, but I was talking about this yesterday that everyone wants, not everyone, the media makes us want to get off of these medications. But if it's making me healthier, why wouldn't I be on the highest dose I can tolerate, right? Until my health concerns are gone, which is never because they're chronic lifestyle diseases. I don't know, right? It's a flip that script. Anyway, in the meantime, you do you, boo, and do your thing. If you're like, "No, I wanna do it naturally." Okay? Lots of people wanted to do childbirth naturally as well. I had a C-section because I wanted to be able to run, and I have super and interestingly, it took 7 years for my pelvis to not be inflamed after being pregnant. Can you imagine what would have I take a damn statin, right? I take Zetia because I was afraid of the statins, but same diff. But it took me 7 years to be able to run without pain in my pelvis. Okay, I don't know what just happened on Instagram. It just did a really weird thing. I have no idea. No clue. Okay, I'm just gonna hang out. We're gonna keep talking because I don't know what the hell it just did. My screen just did something different. But moral, um, you get a wide view now. I don't know why that just changed. I have no idea. Guys, I haven't done this in a long time. Still here. I know, thank you. I need like it's like I need can I get validation that I'm still here? Just only half kidding. So, but yeah, I mean that's the thing. If I and let's really break this down. If you have obesity related diseases, and if you don't, you will. Okay. There is no healthy at any size. You either if you're overweight and carrying excess body fat, that body fat becomes its own endocrine organ and it will start to wreak havoc. That's with a W. So, if you have obesity related diseases and you decide to take medication to make yourself healthier, is that failure? The answer is no. You want to know how I know that? If it gives me one more day with my child, it's a victory. One more day. What am I sacrificing for it? Because people say, what about the side effects? Think about the trade. Put it in perspective. Think about the trade. I have things I want to do. I had a meeting this morning with my estate attorney. My will. Super amazing. Super I really did not wanna discuss this at all, but I wanted to because and then I realized in the middle of the meeting, I did not see this. I said, "No, I want my message to carry on long after I do. So how do I create a life that is my son is proud to live and carry that message when I'm not here?" And that was a hard talk. It was really hard. I just hope to God that it's like 50 years from now, because I got a lot of stuff to do. And I wanna hang out with that boy for a very long time. Also the one who's downstairs, he's just older. I would like to hang out with him for that long too. But anyhow. Ooh, let's get back to things that aren't emotional because those are hard. Those are hard. NAD. So I tried NAD orally. It did absolutely nothing for me. That being said, I have a handful of patients who take NAD plus or the precursor super expensive ones that say they work great. For me, I use the NAD that we get from compounding pharmacies. I inject it 3 times a week. Currently, mine is from Vios. We use two primarily primary compound pharmacies in our practice. We do ship nationwide. Um, it's 1,000 milligrams, I think, for 190. I don't know. I really need a place that I can look at that quickly. But if you want information on it, we don't charge you until you decide to move forward. Okay. But you do have to come into the practice before we can actually advise you. Um, yeah. Do you take NAD orally and does it help? About every other day, 100 milligrams. Orally, because injectable, it said take 100 milligrams and I could like see sounds. It was not fun. My circuits were wired. It was like, it was not fun at all. I take it 3 times a week. Um, and I only say 3 times a week because I take my tirzepatide on Monday and injectable helps with food noise. So for me and for a bunch of other people, yeah, I can't do 100 milligrams. I'm such a wimp. Okay, apparently so. I take 20 milligrams and I'm like, we're good. So I took 100 and I was like, oh, this is not good. And IV doses are super high. Andy, hey, how are you? What did I eat today? Guess what? I'm a rock star. I'm doing a good job. So today, all I've had is my protein in the morning and then my protein shake. And I kind of forgot to eat after that because I've been in meetings for the past 4 hours. So I kind of forgot. I'm old. You are not old. I'm wisdomish. We are experienced. Um, yeah, but I didn't eat much today. I didn't eat much. But now on the flip side, though, I also ate a lot yesterday and I did not track it all because I had a meeting in a new coaching group and I felt very threatened. Not threatened. My I didn't feel threatened. My old behaviors felt attacked. The old behaviors that are still hanging on and my brain, that toddler brain rebelled. So I had a bunch of junk yesterday. So I'm not actually very hungry today. I ate very heavy yesterday. So today I'm kind of like, oh yeah, we're just yeah, it was not good. It was not good. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, so if you do, please like and share the live. I'm so sorry, I didn't share that before. So and Linda's not on to yell at me. Um, my name is Dr. Mo. If you're wondering who I am, I actually have a real name. It's Maureen Gibbons. It's up in the profile. Super weird. Hang in there, hang in there. I'm still here, coming back. That's so funny. I'm gonna put that on Instagram and see what happens because that was the weirdest thing. So Riverside cut me off, and just said we can't connect, and I'm like, okay. It did it the other day to me on a live too. So if I lose you on Instagram, I'm sorry. Um, I because this week they've knocked me off a whole bunch of times. So we're still live on, and I'm glitching on TikTok too. Let me see if hold on. I'm gonna cancel my Wi-Fi. Not cancel my Wi-Fi. I'm gonna go on to sell on TikTok and see if it's my internet. I don't know though. Riverside was fine for my podcast yesterday. Glitchy. What the? It's Riverside. I'm gonna make some angry icons here. Angie. No, I need an actual. So what I might have to do is actually just do Instagram. We'll see. We'll see. I do like TikTok though. I mean TikTok's okay. I mean I want it to be on YouTube. So we got to figure out Instagram and YouTube. And maybe it's because I have 5 streaming platforms. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. We'll try it. We'll try it with different ones next time. But I really want to go live on Instagram. And I will go live on Instagram if I have to do it just by itself. We'll do it just by itself. So we'll see. If you do want to hang out with me on YouTube, I got to do a couple announcements. YouTube, it's watch Dr. Mo, DRMOE.com. And if you have been a patient in my practice, you can come to happy hour tonight. We pissed off a lot of people with a text message today. So if you're one of those people, I'm not sorry because I sent a message to everyone that's ever been in my practice. They're welcome to come to happy hour and talk to me tonight, 6 o'clock Central. It's in 3 hours, 7 o'clock Eastern. So you're more than welcome to come. I don't want to gatekeep. We don't have active subscriptions anymore. You only pay when you need us. So if you've ever been in my ecosystem, if you've ever paid me money, you're welcome to come to happy hour, which is pretty freaking amazing. So if you want to pay me money, just kidding. Kidding, but not, right? If you want to be a patient, go to amslifestylemedicine.com. Hold on. Let me click in the chat because it says I have new comments. Nope, it's the same old comments. I don't know. I have no idea. Super weird. So, uh, um, you should have so, yeah, just if you go to, if you didn't get a text today, that's super weird. Have you or you may not have gotten the text yet. I don't know how many have gone out. I'll have to ask Humby. She's my executive assistant for right now. We're still working. I know, I don't it's super glitchy, and I think it's Riverside. I'm gonna have to just do it on my phone. Ugh. So, yeah, I'm just typing I'm just going straight to Instagram messages. Yeah, it's just gonna have to be straight on my phone. All right, this is a little trial today. Um, yes, if you are an AMS patient, you should have gotten a text. If you didn't get a text yet, you're probably gonna get one in the next little bit. So, yeah, I don't wanna be glitchy. All right. So next Tuesday, 2 o'clock. Um, you switch from TikTok to Instagram. Yeah, it is. It's so TikTok, I have no idea why it's glitchy. I'm not even on Wi-Fi. I'm now on cell. Am I still glitchy? If anyone's here on TikTok, I got a couple people still here. Tell me if the glitchy got better when I went to cellular, and I don't know why the hell my internet would be bad. It's a friggin' terabyte, but it is super. I'm watching it on Insta, and it's super friggin' glitchy. So I'll look and see with Riverside if we can fix it. If we can't, I will be on Instagram next Tuesday, right, next Thursday at 2 o'clock. TikTok Tuesdays at 2. Fine for me. Yeah, okay, so Rosie's over on TikTok. It's my Wi-Fi, and now it's fine. I don't get it. I don't know. I'll try to figure it out, though, with Riverside. Riverside's great for recording. Restream used to kick me off all the time, so I left Restream and went to Riverside. But we'll see. We'll see if I can make it better. I'll be here next Thursday at 2, and then if you're an AMS patient, send me a message if you're a patient and you don't get the text with the link to happy hour tonight at 6. Right, because 'cause I'm not gonna put I just don't wanna put that out here publicly because, well, you guys know what'll happen. I get Zoom bombers and then I gotta kick it out. I have Takis Wi-Fi, which is usually really freaking good. But I think it's the demand. I think it's the demand, like, locally. So, yeah, no, Cox Wi-Fi, that's pretty funny though. I know, it's I was actually on a call with somebody yesterday morning, and he's like, "Yep, I pay for a terabyte of service, and this is what I get." His was terrible. So, it might be Riverside, actually. I'll see. I wonder if I could go live on Instagram. Alright, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna try to go live on Instagram while I'm hanging out on TikTok. Okay, so TikTok is perfect, Andy, so it is my Wi-Fi. I'm gonna try to go live on TikTok or Instagram. I'm gonna stay live on TikTok. So if you guys on TikTok have questions, I'll see you guys in a minute because I'm gonna shut down Restream, Riverside, whatever. My God. Yes, I do have a brain. Yes, I usually get the words right. Not right now. So I'm gonna go straight to Instagram on my computer if I can.